How are we getting on, folks? Look, I suppose it was well expected that we were going to have a few winners today, and that's exactly it. Four nice winners. One of them was a no bet, but I suppose look at the nap was a little bit unlucky. Just couldn't really, I suppose, lay a glove on it, but um, laid love on the eventual winner. But then again, the next best make good turned out to be a very nice winner. Then at 11-2, very comfortable winner. Overall, it's been, I suppose, a pretty successful day in terms of profit. Um, we're definitely up a few points there today, anyway. After that, but look at we're moving from, I suppose, Willie Mullins' playground to the punters graveyard tomorrow in Naas. Widely renowned as a track that's very hard to pick winners. But I suppose it's been successful enough for me in the past. I try and, I suppose, look outside the box, and I've a few horses here tomorrow that definitely support some bit of value anyway tomorrow. There's no odds on horses tomorrow. They're mainly all, I suppose, each way values, different things like that. And then at the end of the video, then we're going to look at the ITV races then tomorrow as well, just for a bit of fun. We won't be going into too much detail with them, but we'll still give my opinion anyway, regardless. Moving on though to Naas, the 12 o'clock race, the first on the card tomorrow. I cannot see past Gabby Nacco here at 11-8. Personally speaking, I think it has a great overall chance. It was just touched off last time out by Fakira for Gordon Elliott team. I don't know how it was beaten that day. It looked a little bit like I suppose, a dead heat, but I suppose when you look into it more, it was just, I suppose, touched off. The bob of the head just, I suppose, beat it on the day. But I think, look at it has a chance to right its wrongs tomorrow. I definitely think with race fitness on its side, it definitely has more chance than most here now tomorrow. Captain Kangaroo definitely looks to be an exciting sort, but I don't know. I just think coming up against, I suppose, experienced rivals over hurdles, it will just need that run just to, I suppose, flatten out any curves it might have in its system. Overall, it definitely looks to be a potential, definitely top class staying, or not staying chaser, but definitely a chasing sort. But I think tomorrow it's just a little bit too short for me to be getting on, and I think Gabby Naku is more than likely going to be the one they all have to beat tomorrow. Next race then at 12:30, we are going to go with Indiana Jones here now for Mouse Morris. Rachel Blackmore takes the ride here now tomorrow for Rob Core. I was very impressed the last time out. As you all know, I was on at 16-1 from the very second it opened the market. The only horse it's been beaten by has gone on to win, I think, 2 or 3 Grade 1 hurdles over in France. I think culminating up to something crazy like 500,000 of prize money. Now I could be totally wrong and totally off with that. I know it's won a serious amount of prize money already so far, but um, whether it's 500,000 or not, I might be a little bit off on that one. But overall, it's coming up against the Willie Mullins horse here. Look at, they're always going to be the danger. That's the thing about it. If you're backing against Willie Mullins horses, you're always sort of setting yourself up for defeat. But I definitely think this Indiana Jones looks to be an exciting sort of a horse tomorrow. Uh, Improvement is more than likely going to be on the cards. Like, I suppose, Captain Kangaroo in the race beforehand, it's a big sort. He's going to more than likely be aimed at chasing now next year. I don't think he's necessarily quick enough for, say, the Group 1 hurdles or listed hurdles, but I definitely think he has a bright future over the chasing fences. Overall, I think 11-4 is a nice enough price. I think it has more, I suppose, ability to progress more so than the Willie Mullins favourite here. And when you look at the prices between the two of them, the Willie Mullins favourite here is going off at around 6-5 tomorrow. Indiana Jones is currently trading around 11-4, 3-1. it's night and day the value there. It's mighty value. I definitely think at a push, I definitely think it's Indiana Jones's race to lose. I'm not going to, I suppose, put the mockers on it, but I definitely think going against the favourite here might be a little bit of a play that we might, I suppose, end up being a fruitful one now tomorrow. I definitely think it's got a great future ahead of it and an exciting prospect over hurdles. Now, next race then, the 102. We're going to go with the nap of the day here now. Cashback is currently trading around 15 to 8. Personally speaking, this one here looks to be very nicely weighted. It's the only, I suppose, horse of the Ford is one over course and distance. It's a funny old race, like they're all front runners. It'll be interesting to see what way they're going to, I suppose, line up. More than likely, it's going to be a line of three or a line of four, possibly a line of three with Fakir Duderi's just sitting off in behind. He's possibly the only one in here that can do that. But yeah, when you're looking, I suppose, at the way the horses are weighted for the only, I suppose, course and distance winner in similar enough ground conditions like this, he's getting £8 off Fakir Duderi and Notebook. Overall, I think that will play a massive factor. It has, well, it doesn't have race fitness on the side. Jingle has race fitness on the side, but it's not as nicely weighted as the other three. They're all, I suppose, like the top two in the market are definitely Notebook and Fakir Duderi. Possibly, I'd be siding with Fakir Duderi in terms of overall. I suppose if they're all on level weights, Fakir Duderi would get my vote. But the fact that he has to give £8 to Cashback, the only course and distance winner, that's siding it for me. And 15 to 8 is a massive price, especially the fact that Willie Mullins is in serious form as of late. Next race then, we are going to go into 137. 10-10 currently trading around 12 to 1. Definitely looks to be an interesting sort. Very likely raced. It's I suppose it's been a bit of a hit and miss horse here. It's been in and out of form. It sort of flip flops from, I suppose, potential. It's possibly my least confident pick of the day, but I still think there's something going to be coming about it here now. It's on a revised mark over, I suppose, hurdles, so it's on a lower hurdles mark, so it's less weight to carry around. It's generally sound enough on, I suppose, seasonal reappearances. It often puts in a fairly decent race. I think it's definitely well worth an each way here at 12 to 1. There's an awful lot of these in here that I suppose need a bit of race fitness on their side, or else are, I suppose, under the cloches of the handicapper. I think this 10-10 is, after getting in here, a fairly nice weight. It's potentially, I suppose, well in. Coming from Luke Dempsey's yard, it's definitely, look at Luke Dempsey is a man that's sort of dipping in and out of form as well. So it's hard to really know on that sort of basis, but overall, I definitely think 10-10 at 12 to 1 is overpriced. I definitely think it's definitely well worth an each way at this sort of a chance at this sort of a race. Now, next race then, the 212. We are going to, I suppose, take a bit of chance here now and go with the second reserve. Gores the shoe. I'm probably butchering that name now, but currently trading around 11 to 10. This one definitely looks to be an interesting sort. I definitely think if this horse gets in, it will put it massively up to Statler. It was a very good winner last time out in a point in similar ground conditions in March when it won by 6 lengths. I can't remember who it beat that day, but it was a very impressive performance. Now, Statler is definitely the one they all have to beat, but he's proven in the past to be a little bit tricky. He's definitely there to be shot at if there's a potential improver in this field. Now, there definitely is a few horses in here that will be well capable, but I just think that this horse for JP McManus, Gordon Elliott, and I don't know who's going to be riding it tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll probably be someone like Jody Townend or someone along them lines. I'm not 100% sure, but overall, I definitely think, look at it, it has a great chance. And if it does get in, 11 to 10 won't last, and it will be going odds on. Next race, then, the 247. We're going to go with Arthur Moore's setup here now. Fagan Bialak at 5 to 1. Definitely well worth an each way here in this at this sort of a price. Look at Arthur Moore's in serious form. Look at the winner he had there today for Chris Jones. A very, very impressive winner. I just got it wrong that particular race. We avoided Willie Mullins' horse in that one, as I said previously. But overall, I definitely think this Fagan Bialak has an interesting sort of a race. It's coming up against the Chapel Field, who, like I said before, is definitely starting to come in on form. But I don't know. I just can't seem to I can seem to take a bit of a shine to him that I'd like to. Like, he is 9 to 1, and he is definitely a nice price for an each way sort, but I don't know. I cannot seem to put a I can't seem to hit the nail on the head with this one. It just seems to be flopping when I suppose it's well fancied. Now, I know that's a bit harsh on the Chapel Field as a horse, but I don't know. I just can't seem to warm to it. Fagan Bialak, however, it was a very good winner in Down Royal or Down Patrick. Down Patrick, who was a winner in, and it put in a very good effort in Clonmel last time out. Uh, I definitely think it's definitely got an each way squeak and definitely should be one of the ones to fight it out in the finish. Overall, it definitely looks to be one of the ones they all have to beat, and 5 to 1 is definitely a very, very nice price. Next race, then, the last race of the day, and the next best, we are going to go with Cedarwood Road at 5 to 2 in the 322. Like I said already, is the next best of the day. Overall, in terms of hurdles, this one definitely is the best of the lot, in my personal opinion. Jandil is an exciting sort, but I just don't know. I don't like the price. It's just not for me. I think personally, Cedarwood Road will be more suited to a chase and fence than Jan Deal. Um, in terms of, I suppose, an each way outlet, you could look at January Jets. The fact that it was only 6 lengths behind Violin, who definitely looks to be not only the best novice over fences, but possibly one of the better horses in training at the minute. I have this horse at high regard, but I still don't know about January Jets. I'm yet to take a shine to him like the Chapel Field, but I just don't know. I cannot seem to put a figure down of where I'd like him to be. Cedarwood Road definitely looks to be an interesting sort here. 145 over hurdles. Is coming in as chasing debut like John Deal. Um, it was only £2 behind in the ratings over hurdles, but like I said, it should be, I suppose, more suitable to a chasing fence than Jan Deal itself. Now, I could be proven totally wrong tomorrow, but that's just my personal opinion of it. And I definitely think with Chris Jones having a great day there today, I think he's going to have an even better one tomorrow with Cedarwood Road. Now, that's all of Naas covered. Moving on to the ITV then. We're just going to fly through these now tomorrow. We're not even going to just time, horse, price. That's it. We're not going to be wasting too much time about it. The 150, I'm personally going to go with our power at 10 to 1. Definitely looks to be an interesting sort and heavy ground. 225, then we're going to go with Main Fact at 8 to 1. It's unbeaten. It definitely has an each way, I suppose, persona about it. 3 o'clock, we're going to go with Bristol Lamai at 9 to 4. I think, personally speaking, the ground will be suiting it more than Lost in Translation tomorrow. I think when the two of them met in the Betfair Chase last year, it just, I suppose, caught Bristol Lamai out in terms of getting it right. But I definitely think it is getting right from now tomorrow, and 9 to 4 like definitely looks to be a nice price. 317 then Drumconnor Lad, a very, very good favourite of mine, currently priced around 7 to 1. And then I'm going to do a bit of a fun treble tomorrow. If you want to jump on board, by all means, it's only going to be a minimum stake treble. But 205 Imperial Aura at 15 to 8. 240 Lorena 11-8, and 335 Don Polly at 11-2. Definitely, I think it's paying something along the lines of 40 odd to 1. It could be in around that price, I don't know, but it's just a bit of fun, really. That's all I'm doing it for. But if you, I suppose, if you're going to be having a bet tomorrow, the very best of luck. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Um, like I said, we're still, I suppose, getting into the swing of things now with this um this Irish racing hour that's going to be going on live in the Irish Racing Corner now next week. So that's going to be very, very exciting. Please make sure to stay tuned to that. And yeah, if you're going to be having a bet tomorrow, the very best of luck. Thank you very much.